Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the City of Atlanta, it is a true pleasure to welcome you to our fabulous Fox Theater and tonight's EcoCAR Mobility Challenge Awards Ceremony. Please welcome to the stage Advanced Vehicle Technology Competition Director, Kristen Wall.
So I'd like to welcome all the EcoCAR teams, sponsors, and organizers with us tonight here at the historic Fox Theater in Atlanta. And greetings to those watching us from home on our live stream. Our week kicked off on Sunday at Georgia Tech campus, where Dr. Larry Jacobs, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, welcomed more than 250 students, faculty, organizers, and sponsors to Atlanta for the Year 1 EcoCAR Mobility Challenge. EcoCAR students had a chance to tour the campus, including Georgia Tech's Invention Studio and Interdisciplinary Design Commons. Then in 2 jam-packed days, teams gave 6 technical presentations and a poster session for more than 50 government and industry sponsors, covering a wide range of topics from propulsion system integration to connected and automated vehicles. These presentations represented the culmination of a year's worth of a lot of hard work from really all of your project swim lines throughout the academic year. Teams have also had a little bit of fun in Atlanta, including events at the local Painted Duck Gaming Parlor, which was a lot of fun, and last night at the College Football Hall of Fame. To wrap up this busy week, teams also participated in a sponsor social, networking, and recruiting event to land their dream jobs with one of our EcoCAR sponsors. And while many of our students may be graduating and moving on to their professional careers after tonight, I am very confident that you will carry with you the EcoCAR experience throughout your lifetime. Bringing together all the resources to support a program like this is no small task. It requires hundreds of organizers, mentors, subject matter experts, and sponsors who volunteer countless hours of support and provide extensive funding and resources. This unique collaboration of government, industry, and academia includes more than 24 sponsors, including our 3 headline sponsors, the U.S. Department of Energy, General Motors, and MathWorks, as well as more than a dozen other competition-level sponsors. So let's just begin this evening with a big round of applause to all the EcoCAR sponsors for their invaluable support. As we proceed with tonight's ceremony, I have a couple of announcements just to make, so you can keep these items in mind. For award recipients, please send one person to the stage. We will actually take photos here on the stage after every award. Students, after you receive your award, please pose with the presenter and your trophy for the photographer. Miles will just be right out here. And when we get to the top, right there, when we get to the top 4 awards, overall awards, we'd like to ask the entire team to come up on stage. And also, boxes for your awards will be available after the ceremony for you to pick up. The boxes are color-coded with a sticker that corresponds with the award that you're going to be receiving. So if anyone wants additional photos after the ceremony, the photographer will be at the Step and Repeat banner after the award ceremony. So with that, thank you, and I hope you enjoy your evening.
Now, welcome to the stage, Chris Marr, Executive Director, Global Engine and Transmission Hardware, General Motors.
For you students out there, I was once a young student like you, and at events like this, I never look forward to long speeches, so I'm going to try and keep it short, but I do hope there's a couple things that you remember from what I have to say. You know, the auto industry is changing very rapidly. Just 8 years ago, the split between car sales and trucks, crossovers, and sport utilities in the United States was about 50-50. Today, however, trucks, crossovers, and sport utilities make up about 70% of the sales in the United States. They offer advantages in ride height and packaging that cars can't match, and basically they offer comparable fuel economy today too, which makes them very attractive. So vehicles today are also more connected. I think everybody recognizes that. Your car is a rolling Wi-Fi hotspot. There's a lot of functionality around mobile apps, and even some features that handle driving tasks like steering, braking, and even acceleration in some cases. The competition is really intense. Each of the established automakers that have been in business for quite a while has some unique ideas on what the future of mobility will hold. There's many startups that are quickly gaining a lot of traction, and even tech companies are getting into the game. So I'm reminded of an old saying that I actually have on the wall in my office, and it goes like this: whether you're a lion or a gazelle, when the sun comes up, you better be running, because the competition really is fierce. The work that you guys have been doing to re-engineer the 2019 Chevy Blazer during the EcoCAR Mobility Challenge mirrors the work being done across the industry. You're taking a crossover from a popular and competitive segment, that crossover segment, and incorporating advanced propulsion systems, automated vehicle technology, and more, keying into where the American auto industry, and even more importantly, the customer, wants to take the whole mobility industry. In my day job as an engine and transmission guy, the industry shift means that we must continue to bring more efficiency out of our internal combustion-related propulsion systems, but at the same time, as we move into a more electrified environment, we have to provide our customers with elevated levels of performance, better driving dynamics, features, etc. We have to meet new and in some cases as yet unknown regulations. And oh, by the way, it all needs to be affordable. So that thing about getting up in the morning and being running really, really applies in today's environment. While judging the propulsion system integration presentations this week, I had the chance to see not only your dedication, but the creativity you've brought into the architectures you've come up with within the confines of packaging, equipment, VTS targets, and other considerations. And while you might not immediately realize it, you are getting a taste of what it's like in a real work environment. Sometimes it's rewarding, sometimes it's frustrating, all the time. It's pretty crazy, but it's a great view of the challenges that drive us as engineers. At GM, our vision is a world with zero crashes, zero emissions, and zero congestion, and we are working on the same stuff every day. We proudly support this competition because we're committed to STEM, and we want to help train the next generation workforce, and your team mentors and the other supporters from GM are passionate about what they do and where we're headed as a company. The many GM team members here, including myself, give their time to be involved in EcoCAR because we're energized by your excitement for these projects and your open-minded approach to vehicle development. So now that the first year is in the books, tonight is a great night to celebrate your accomplishments with the awards that we're about to hand out. I hope you're proud of your team's results and are motivated to continue striving for even more. So good luck to all the teams tonight. Thank you for your time.
And now a video from Daniel Simmons, Assistant Secretary of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy at the United States Department of Energy.
Hello, I'm Daniel Simmons, Assistant Secretary for the Department of Energy's Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy. First, I'd like to congratulate the teams on a successful first year of the EcoCAR Mobility Challenge. As we mark the end of the first year, I want to share our great pride in what you have all accomplished. Your innovations are pushing the envelope of technology design, and your plans will take a 2019 Chevrolet Blazer to a whole new level. At the Department of Energy, we invest in our future through STEM education and support for the next generation of innovators. That's you. That's what EcoCAR is all about. As students, you're in the driver's seat. You're gaining hands-on experience and relying on your own ingenuity to design, integrate, and refine vehicles into energy-efficient mobility systems. I see a real-world opportunity, a real-world training ground where the next generation of automotive innovators is solving complex engineering challenges and building teamwork and leadership skills to take forward into their careers. This is an exciting time. The transportation sector is undergoing a significant transformation as new technologies like connected and autonomous vehicles are becoming a reality. Researching, developing, and engineering new technologies into vehicles requires a diverse team to take innovations from ideas to implementation. Teams of engineers, business people, communicators, and others, just as your teams have experienced in this competition. Each person plays an important role in moving vehicles from design on paper to the road. As this year comes to a close, I want to thank you for your hard work. I look forward to what the future holds with you at the wheel. Thank you very much.
Please welcome our next presenter, here to present the NSF Diversity and Engineering Awards, Christy Cooper, U.S. Department of Energy.
comes from unique backgrounds such as culture, gender, geography, and socioeconomic status. The more diverse perspectives available to help solve a problem, the more likely a team is to find the best possible answer. The National Science Foundation Diversity and Engineering Award recognizes individuals and/or teams that have enthusiastically and resourcefully promoted equity, diversity, and inclusion among their EcoCAR team members. Increasing diversity within the engineering enterprise offers the greatest potential to meet today's scientific and technological workforce needs by building the capabilities of all people to grow the global scientific and technological economy. That was a long sentence. This undertaking does not come without difficulties, so it's only fitting that we recognize those that take on these challenges. This year's runner-up impressed our judges with partnerships with Orbitz Robotics, the McMaster Baja team, Mathstronauts, and the Women in Science and Engineering National Conference to promote diversity among underrepresented groups in STEM fields. The team also strives to be as inclusive and as supportive as possible by creating an open, supportive team culture through multiple team outings and a buddy system for new team members. The recipient of the second place NSF Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion in Engineering Award, who will receive a trophy and a check for $500, is McMaster University. demonstrated strong, consistent support for all types of diversity, from graduate and undergraduate students to minorities and women to diversity of majors, among other things. Judges were wowed by the team's student testimonials and member spotlights from underserved groups, as well as partnerships with other programs to promote diversity, such as the Summer Research Opportunity Program and the Experimental Career Exploration and Leadership Seminar. Please join me in a round of applause to this year's winner of the NSF Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion in Engineering Award, along with a trophy and a check for $1,000 to The Ohio State University.
Please welcome our next presenter to announce the General Motors Women in STEM Awards, Mary Beth Yaves from General Motors.
Good evening, everyone. General Motors is proud to sponsor the EcoCAR Women in STEM Awards. These awards honor women from across many STEM disciplines who are demonstrating outstanding technical excellence both within their university academic programs and most notably through the EcoCAR program. This year, the judges were delighted to hear from 9 strong candidates. The accomplishments of each of these women shared demonstrated their highly developed technical skills, commitment to encouraging other women to pursue and succeed in STEM fields, and overall excitement for EcoCAR. I'd like to ask each of the candidates to stand as I call your name and remain standing until everyone is acknowledged. Morgan Cox from University of Alabama, Jackie Carl Dufresne from The Ohio State University, Jerry Caratana from University of Waterloo, Akshra Ramakrishnan from The Ohio State University, Ashley Pan from University of Alabama, Rose Weber from West Virginia University, Tyler Baker from Embry-Riddle, Nikki Machado from Colorado State University, and Livia Anderson from University of Washington. Now, these women have demonstrated their passion for EcoCAR in both technical and outreach programs, and I ask for your help in acknowledging their contributions within and outside of EcoCAR with a round of applause. Thank you, ladies. Now to the results. First up, the Rookie Award. Named in honor of Lynn St. James, 1998 Indianapolis 500 Rookie of the Year, who partnered with AVTCs to create the Women in Engineering Awards and Challenge Acts. This award recognizes an outstanding female EcoCAR team member who is already contributing to the team, yet has the potential to do even more. We give this award to recognize that potential and encourage her to harness her passion, hone her skills, and become the even more amazing leader we know she can be. This year's Rookie Award winner believes that technology will make the world a better place and is passionate about renewable energy. She hopes to gain more hands-on experience and is looking forward to the arrival of the Blazer in year 2 so she can get her hands dirty and contribute even more to her team. She spoke from her heart and shared inspiring stories about her passion in STEM. She is a strong advocate for freedom to pursue STEM. She believes that success in STEM does not have to be a 50-50 ratio and that women should be judged on merit. She will be the first one in her family to graduate from college, and I am sure her parents and many others will be proud when that time comes. The winner of this year's General Motors Women in STEM Rookie of the Year Award will receive a trophy and a check for $500, and this is Jessica Ratana from the University of Waterloo. The winner of this year's General Motors Women in STEM Rookie, this year, this year we have a tie, it's a long page, so. This year we have a tie for the award. Both women had similar passions within and outside of EcoCAR. They took personal responsibility for their team's outreach program and continually went above and beyond what was asked of them. They both believe that leadership means mentoring, teaching, and allowing others to succeed, often in lieu of their own success. They showed resilience to overcome barriers and challenges and kept pushing forward. They have contributed to their EcoCAR teams tremendously, one as the CAVS lead and another as CSMS management lead. These women see success in STEM, and these are direct quotes from them, by the way, as being intentional to reach, understand, and care for all people in all aspects of life. And the other quote was, being respected, recognized, and inspire others. The winner of this year's General Motors in STEM Award will receive a trophy and share a monetary prize of $1,000. This year's winners are Ashley Penn from the University of Alabama and Nikki Machado from Colorado State University.
At the Year One competition.
EcoCAR Mobility Challenge is a 4-year competition. We're just wrapping up year 1. The focus is on modeling and simulation and designing the propulsion system that they're going to put into their 2019 Chevy Blazer. And it really is the foundation for all 4 years of the competition.
We're super excited and we're honored to be showing off the Georgia Tech campus for all the EcoCAR teams here, to show all these teams and these students the facilities that make our institute great.
The victor, sitting on the Iron Throne of duckpins, Mississippi State University!
We're just really excited. It feels awesome.
As a judge, I'm looking for high quality work and a lot of understanding as well. I want to see that teams have really put a lot of effort and thought into the systems that they've designed, that they've considered limitations or considered trade-offs that they've had to make.
I presented in the connected and automated vehicle systems. I'm most excited about when we actually get the Blazer and we'll have all of our radars and all of our sensors.
I presented the target market BTS selection presentation. This is my first EcoCAR competition, so I was a little nervous.
I'd really like to thank everyone that comes out to judge the competition presentations. It takes out of their day, and we know that. And really to have them come and see the work that we've been doing just shows how dedicated each of the sponsors are to the presentations.
I thought the presentation skills were really good. The students should all be proud of the work that they've accomplished.
We've worked hard this semester, so it was fun to finally see it come out.
We're at the College Football Hall of Fame, and it's been a couple of days of pretty stressful nights getting ready for technical presentations, but now we get to hang out with the rest of the teams and have a little fun.
done well this year, and I hope to finish strong.
At the Sponsor Social, we have about a dozen EcoCAR sponsors who are hoping to recruit the top talent out of EcoCAR. It's a great opportunity for our students to network with some of our nation's top employers and really land that sweet job.
MathWorks sponsors EcoCAR competition because we see this as a platform to train future engineers and to make them job ready to learn the tools that they will use when they finally graduate and move out into the industry.
The automotive industry is changing dramatically, and we really need the talent that this competition brings. They basically come into our company, hitting the ground running because of the fact that they're basically using the tools and the processes that we use at General Motors.
For me personally, one of the coolest things is really beginning to see over the years how the students blossom and grow in the program, and then watching them go on to careers in the industry.
I am learning skills and learning about engineering in a way that I never would have before. I'm a software engineer, so being able to have the opportunity to work with other engineers and just people from all sorts of different disciplines is really an experience that is truly unique.
We work towards a common goal, and I think it's really cool to see how other teams go about things and how we differ from everyone, but yet at the same time it's a competition, but there are a lot of teams helping each other, and that's really what it's all about.
I've made good friends with students at other universities, and I keep in touch with industry experts.
To all the students here in the EcoCAR competition, I want to say from the School of Mechanical Engineering, from the College of Engineering, and the rest of Georgia Tech, we're proud of you. We love showing off the city of Atlanta.
I'm really looking forward to year 2.
Here to present the awards for Final Technical Report are Lucas Schultz and Jessica Britt, Argonne National Laboratory.
Evening, everyone. Before I get started, I just want to give 2 shout-outs real quick, in particular to the GM and MathWorks mentors. If we could please just get a round of applause for them and the work they've done this past year. So, the Final Technical Report is a conference-style paper that summarizes each team's technical work throughout the year. This year, the Final Technical Report, or FTR, focused on the model development for simulating fuel economy, which was a critical aspect of each team's architecture selection process.
The second place award for the Final Technical Report goes to the team who impressed judges with their ability to distinguish between rule-based and equivalent consumption minimization strategies, clearly presented to the scope of their architecture design, and provided reasonable logic for all of their design and modeling decisions. They provided a technical description of ECMS, which was complete and easy to understand for those who aren't experts. They also analyzed the computation requirements to implement ECMS and how the change in rates would impact the controller performance. It was evident they spent a considerable amount of time researching various ACC technologies and communicated techniques that would be needed to consider beyond that of the traditional ACC system to improve energy efficiency. As one judge described, this technical report was a formidable work with excellent technical presentation. The winner of the Final Technical Report Runner-Up Award will receive a trophy and a check for $1,000. The winner is the University of Washington.
And the winner is, no, I'm kidding. The winner of the final technical report demonstrated maturity in their understanding of optimal control strategies. Their usage of sensitivity analysis techniques on the modeled components and parameters helped them identify where to focus their time in making system-level improvements. Overall, they presented a very methodical and data-driven approach to their architecture selection, and in doing so, evaluated 53 architecture configurations. Judges noted that this FTR presented the development of superb metrics to validate model results and compare to real-world data. In the end, multiple judges commented on the impressive underlying research and development that led to an excellent report. The winner of the EcoCAR Mobility Challenge Final Technical Report, stuck in the past, apologies y'all, will receive a trophy and a check for $2,000. Please join me in congratulating The Ohio State University.
Here to present the awards for the Best Year 1 Cavs deliverables, Shahrukh Sasardi of MathWorks and Trevor Crane, Argonne National Laboratory.
There's no question that the emergence of connected and automated vehicle technology is having tremendous impact on transportation. To train the next generation of engineers and business leaders on these technologies, EcoCAR teams will apply extensive vehicle connectivity and SAE Level 2 automation to improve the energy efficiency and consumer appeal of the 2019 Chevrolet Blazer.
To reach these goals, teams were asked to execute several CAV deliverables throughout the Year 1 competition. These deliverables tasked teams with simulating and designing their CAV system from the ground up. They learned fundamental automated vehicle engineering concepts along the way. The runner-up for the best Year 1 CAVS deliverables will receive a trophy and a check for $1,000. This team intelligently used simulation tools to support their presentation, their perception and computing system design decisions. They demonstrated an impressive understanding of automated vehicle technology, producing a CAV system design capable of meeting the needs of consumers in all the competition's dynamic driving tasks. The winner is The Ohio State University.
The award for the best Year 1 CAVS deliverables is awarded to the team with the highest score across all the CAVS deliverables for Year 1. In both design deliverables, this team produced consistently excellent field of view simulations, justifying their slightly unconventional, not too much, slightly unconventional sensor system. In the final deliverable, judges enjoyed their thorough fault analysis section and the clear and concise writing style. Throughout all of Year 1, this team has demonstrated excellent understanding of CAVS technology and have shown themselves fully capable of developing a functioning perception and computing system for next year and beyond. The winner of the award for Best Year 1 CAVS deliverables will receive a trophy and a check for $1,500. Please help me congratulate Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
Please welcome our next presenters, Ashley Cronsel and Amanda McAlpin, Argonne National Laboratory.
Good evening. The Spirit of Project Management Award goes to the team that best embodies the spirit of EcoCAR as well as the project management swim lane. This student embraced all aspects of the project manager role and consistently displayed poise, confidence, and professionalism. It was evident that his leadership enhanced the project, enriched the team, and added value to the organization.
This student showed a good, high-level working knowledge of system safety. He led efforts to create a custom HDAS battery pack. This is the first ever custom powertrain component that was collaboratively designed by teams for the teams. This took a remarkable amount of effort and willpower to bring to fruition, and his school was at the forefront from the beginning. This project manager was personally involved on a regular basis, along with his engineering manager, for the entire evolution of the battery pack. He has invested a lot of time and effort this year in building a firm foundation for future years and in recruiting next year's team members. During his presentation, he gave one of the best system safety examples and showed good methodology for narrowing down their architecture selection. This year's Spirit of Project Management Award winner, who will receive a trophy and a check for $500, is Bade Akinsanya of the University of Waterloo.
And now to present second and third place project strategy and risk review presentation. Please welcome Lee Anderson, Higher Education Program Manager, Siemens Software.
Hi, everyone. So the project strategy and risk review presentation tasks their project managers to present details of their architecture and their selection process through the lens of project management. This included a deep dive on risk analysis, as well as their methods, tools, and decision-making processes. Project managers were also asked to present the risk profile of their selected architecture, justify the risk-benefit value proposition, and discuss future plans for executing their architecture. Our third place winner followed their scorecard to the letter. The presenter had charisma and humor, and made the technical aspects very easy to understand. The team had great examples of planning around uncertainty and ambiguity, which is kind of the essence of project management. This year's third place award for the project strategy and risk review presentation will receive a trophy and a check for $500. The winner is University of Tennessee. So, back to the reading glasses. Our second place team was tops in the balance in between project management focus and technical detail. This team had a good understanding of the opportunities and the challenges, and they understood how to manage their risk in a very proactive way. The team taking home a second place trophy and a check for $1,000 is Embry-Riddle.
Please welcome to the stage Mr. Tony Farrell, Engineering Manager, Chassis Controls and Radar Systems Bosch to present First Place Project Strategy and Risk Review Presentation Award.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Our first place winner really set the bar by developing proper FMEA with meaningful scales. They had a great risk-a-thon event to get input about their analysis and get all sub-teams involved. They have a good shadowing process for new team members, and they were the only team to highlight software version control as a risk. The judges were also very impressed with the speaker's abilities. This year's first place trophy for project strategy and risk review presentation, earning 72 out of 75 points, goes to, well, with a check and a trophy of $2,000, is the University of Alabama.
Welcome our next presenter, Jesse Alley, Argonne National Laboratory, to present the second and third place award, Best Overall Project Management Program.
Thank you. The EcoCAR project management program requires that student project managers utilize industry management techniques to run their project from conception to conclusion. The winner of the third place overall for the PM swim lane is someone who knows how to get the job done. He's engaged his entire team to proactively manage team members' schedules and work-life balance. This enabled him to get nearly every team member on the roster to participate in the personal employment and salary survey this year. This project manager exhibited a good, proactive approach to risk management and also considered outreach as well as how to improve their outreach efforts in future years, which shows an overall attention to the project. His presentation in the project strategy and risk review had great graphics and relatable analogies, including a cameo from Wile E. Coyote. Not kidding. With 122 out of 160 available points, the winner is Benton Morris, West Virginia. For second place, they say that two heads are better than one, and that is true for our second place winner. This team had two project managers over the course of the year, handing off from fall to spring. Despite the handoff, the new project manager mastered his responsibility remarkably well. This showed both a great deal of competence for the current project manager as well as organizational excellence to execute that handoff seamlessly. I am pleased to announce that with a total of 138 out of 160 points, the award for second place project management program, along with the trophy and $1,500, goes to David Sykott and Rob Consolo from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
And now, to present the award for the first place project management program, please welcome to the stage Sim Gill, Performance Engineer, General Motors.
All right, so our first place project manager has a great attitude, willing to always seek out advice and graciously receive criticism and use that to improve themselves. They did an excellent job talking about the surveys and interviews throughout the competition and with making sure that the presentations were always interactive and engaging. This project manager is very passionate about the automotive industry and put their full heart into their work. This project manager is going to receive a trophy and a check for $2,500. So with a total of 139 out of 160 points, please put your hands together for Easton Davis, Alabama.
Now to present the awards for Best Target Market Presentation, please welcome Mr. Jim Harkins, Director, Electrified Systems Engineering, Denso International.
Thank you. The first step in any product development process is to define the customer. A set of technical specifications for the product can then be established to quantitatively define the characteristics of the product which will appeal to the target customer. Finally, the product can be engineered to meet those specifications. For the purpose of EcoCAR, teams were tasked to design a car for a fleet-owned car-sharing application. In the target market presentations, teams were asked to define and characterize both the fleet owner and their target customer for this market, as well as the geographical region suitable for their proposed service. The judges thought the third place winner for the target market presentation had some very innovative ideas such as in-depth HMI, automated park assist, and we really liked how they conducted their interviews and surveys. They felt that the interactive presentation and use of the smartphone app were unique. They said that the team gave a great presentation and followed up with good answers during the Q&A. The third place award for the best target market presentation, receiving 51.1 out of 60, along with a trophy and a $500 check, goes to the University of Waterloo. Our second place winner loves to analyze. The team made great use of surveys, interviews, research, and data to drive their decisions. They defined their target market and made each decision with that market in mind. They overcame Atlanta's high car ownership by catering to gig drivers, and they gave a good rationale for their overall strategy. The second place award for best target market presentation, receiving 52.8 out of 60 points, along with a trophy and a $1,000 check, goes to Georgia Tech. And now, the first place winner's approach made a lot of sense. The team identified the dealer as the fleet owner and did a great job reconciling the fleet owner and customer wants and needs to the VTS. They highlighted the use of CAVs and how it relates to their customers, and they gave a full explanation of total cost of ownership. The judges liked their use of mock dashboard posters and handouts, and the award for best target market presentation, receiving 58 out of 60 points, with a trophy and a check for $2,000, goes to The Ohio State University. Yep.
Here to present the second and third place awards for Best Propulsion System Integration Presentation, please welcome to the stage Brian Ross, Vehicle Integration Manager, PACCAR.
Good evening. The Propulsion System Integration Presentation is designed to evaluate the team's architectural decisions and their mechanical and electrical designs and their overall engineering methodologies. Additionally, teams were expected to demonstrate their understanding of the critical interactions of each functional area of the PSI swim lane and how they affect their vehicle technical specifications. The way we would describe the third place winning team is professional, their information was technically sound and comprehensive, and they had a great understanding of how each component impacts the VTS. Their explanation of their optimization process and how they would improve the engineering designs based on these results was impressive. Our third place winner for the Propulsion System Integration Presentation, receiving 61.4 out of 75 points, along with the trophy, along with the trophy trophy and a $500 check, goes to The Ohio State University. Our second place winner for the Propulsion System Integration Presentation fell in love with the problem, not the solution. They published and presented information that was concise and easy to understand. Their engineering work on the rear cradle to overcome packaging issues was excellent, and the team really understood their target market. Receiving 62.4 points out of 75, they will receive a $1,000 check, and this goes to Virginia Tech.
Here to present the award for Best Propulsion System Integration Presentation, please welcome to the stage Noel Mack, Product Line Executive, Components and Subsystems at American Axle Manufacturing.
Well, it's an honor to be here this evening and a pleasure to represent American Axle and Manufacturing as a sponsor of this program. The first place team in the Propulsion System Integration Presentation hit the road to better understand their target market. They surveyed 600 people whose input helped drive their VTS and design decisions. The team had a great overview of systems integration and the FEA calculations process. They also left absolutely no bolt unturned, with deep technical knowledge and a highly detailed timeline. Receiving 63.7 points out of 75, a trophy and a $2,000 check goes to the University of Alabama.
Here to present the second and third place awards for Best Controls and SMS Presentation, please welcome to the stage Catherine Bovey, Electrification Control Systems Engineer at General Motors.
During the control and system modeling and simulation presentation, teams presented their progress with propulsion system model development for the architecture selection process. Furthermore, teams presented their propulsion system supervising controller architecture and software development workflow. Our third place winner was great at presenting both the big and small details of their modeling and control design efforts. They described their plans for building their own controller boards and gave great reasoning as to why they used the MATLAB Simulink environment for their architecture selection efforts. This team spent time conducting MEA on their model to prioritize what they wanted to refine and developed action plans for high-risk items. The winner of the third place award for Best Controls and SMS presentation, receiving 61.2 out of 75 points, along with a trophy and a $500 check, is McMaster University. Our second place winner of the Controls and SMS presentation is one of the few teams using Jenkins, an automated build environment, in their software development process. The team also completed a sensitivity analysis to explore the architecture selection design space, and the team's example of how the driver and adaptive cruise control inputs were arbitrated against each other to determine the final propulsion system request really showed the team's system-level understanding of their control system. The winner of the second place award for Best Controls and SMS presentation, receiving 61.6 out of 75 points, along with a trophy and a $1,000 check, is the University of Waterloo.
Here to present the award for Best Controls and SMS presentation, please welcome to the stage Chris Manning, Senior HIL Applications Engineer, D-Space.
Our first place winner of the Controls and SMS presentation knocked it out of the park with their software development process. The judges felt they followed a very thorough, multi-staged architecture selection process using multiple modeling environments. Additionally, the judges thought the team had the best rationale for their controller architecture and serial data network. The winner of the first place for Best Controls and SMS presentation, receiving 68.8 out of 75 points, along with a trophy and a $2,000 check, is Ohio State University.
And now, to present the awards for Project Initiation Approval Presentation, please welcome Ann Schlenker, Director, Center for Transportation Research at Argonne National Laboratory.
Hello, everyone. The lights are blinding. I am very honored to present Project Initiation and Approval. And the reason is that I think it really pulls together a lot of the work that you've all done this past year, the very hard work and efforts that you've contributed here. For example, as we heard earlier, identifying the target market and getting that right, and then being able to translate that into engineering speak, meaning into the vehicle technical specifications, identifying the unique selling propositions or your CAV features and the innovation that you're going to put into it, and then going down into the components and the integration, keeping in mind at all times the cost, the fuel economy, the value that the customer is going to have. If you don't get this right at the very beginning, you are either going to be called back into the boardroom over and over again, or even worse, you're going to be dismissed and never called back. So it's very critical that you get all these pieces cemented together, and that's really what this project initiation approval is about. For the project initiation approval presentation, teams presented their vehicle designs to a panel of industry and government representatives with particular emphasis on the advantages and also the limitations of these selected architectures, with multiple architectures considered, and how these architectures will enable them to either meet their requirements for the vehicle technical specifications. Teams were required to address many of the integration areas such as occupant packaging, the cargo space, subsystem packaging, what the mass was going to be, dynamic performance, system safety, and of course, fuel economy and other factors. Our third place winner can be summed up in 2 words. It's going to give it away. Here you go. Steve Leonard. The judges thought this person was a great tie to the target market. The team provided exceptional summaries to best help the judges understand and did a fine job in all the questions and answers. The winner of the 3rd place award for Best Project Initiation Approval Presentation, receiving 63.3 out of 75 points, along with the trophy and a $500 check, goes to McMaster University and Steve. The winner of the 2nd place award for the Best Project Initiation Approval Presentation, receiving 68.8 out of 75 points, along with a trophy and a check for $1,000. In particular, this team sampled the target market, and they found that the fuel economy being the most important for the fleet owner, and that range was most important for the ultimate consumer. The judges thought the review of component sizing selection was one of the most thorough of all the teams conducted, and how they tied it back to the VTS. This team also provided exceptional details on CAV's hazard analysis. This team, for that check of $1,000 in award, goes to the University of Alabama. Our first place team, the devil was in the details. They spent time going through all the VTS line items, which is something the judges really appreciated and didn't see very often. The judges also thought it was unique how they provided the competitive cost for all of the schools in the competition. They felt the team was prepared with their survey results, and the slides were beautiful and critical to telling their story. The winner of the 1st place award for the Best Project Initiation Approval Presentation, receiving 70.3 points out of 75 possible, along with a trophy and a check for $2,000, goes to the University of Waterloo.
Please welcome to the stage to present the 2nd and 3rd place Cavs Presentation Awards, Evan Graves, Active Safety Feature Integration Engineer at General Motors.
Thank you. The Connected and Automated Vehicles presentation this year tasked teams with describing their U1 Cavs activities, which included things like sensing system design and simulation, computing hardware selection, sensor fusion algorithm development, software development workflow and processes, and basic longitudinal control. Our third place winner knows what the meaning of safety first is. With that huge emphasis on safety, they had an exceptional understanding of sensor fusion concepts. They used 3 LiDARs for educational purposes and to reach their technical goals. They were great at using video tutorials and training, and provided lessons learned that mirrored real-world concerns. Our 3rd place winner for the Best Cavs Presentation, receiving 65.8 out of 75 points, along with a trophy and a check for $500, is Embry Riddle. Our second place winner provided a comprehensive simulation and modeling environment for CAVS testing. They gave well-defined metrics to evaluate sensor fusion performance across all 4 years, and they showcased a great use of hardware in the loop bench environment with Mobileye camera and mule vehicle testing. Judges thought their edge case presentation was very cool and applicable to the real world. The winner of the second place award for Best CAVS presentation, receiving 67.7 out of 75 points, along with a trophy and a $1,000 check, is The Ohio State University.
Please welcome to the stage to present the second and third place CAVS Presentation Awards, Jacob Krakauer, Automated Driving Strategic Marketing and Engineering at Intel.
Hello. So our first place winner was a small team with big deliverables. They developed an excellent change in management process with tiered levels of change. They really drilled down the requirements into their test cases and implemented pieces and did top job with using a SPICE V model with their process. It was in their presentation that set them apart. It was a clear and well presented, and they had outstanding graphics. They held a great discussion about the trade-offs and stood their ground during the question and answers. The winner of the first place award for Best of CAVS presentation, receiving 69.2 out of 75 points, along with a trophy and $2,000, goes to West Virginia University.
Now to present the NSF Excellence in Connected and Automated Vehicles Awards, please join us in welcoming David Anderson, Energy Efficient Mobility Systems Program Manager, Vehicle Technologies Office, U.S. Department of Energy.
Thank you very much. Implementing automation and connectivity on the vehicles of tomorrow will be a massive undertaking with immense impacts on our mobility system. It will require strong collaborative efforts between government, industry, and academia, all of whom are represented here tonight. And programs like the EcoCAR Mobility Challenges CAVS initiative will be critical to drive the technology forward. In order to foster innovation and dedication in tackling these challenges, the National Science Foundation is proud to sponsor the Excellence in Connected and Automated Vehicles, or CAVS, Awards. I have to go off script just for a second here. I am blown away by the progress, the level of intellect, the level of progress that the teams have made in the CAVS track this year. I don't need to remind you that CAVS is a new event for EcoCAR this year. It didn't exist before. It doesn't have the entrenched processes and procedures and the institutional knowledge that makes all the other swim lanes such a well-oiled machine. And so the progress that the teams have demonstrated this year is just incredible. So you should all be congratulated. You are all winners, but only 3 of you get trophies. The teams that receive these awards scored the highest in the combined total of all EcoCAR CAVS deliverables in the final competition presentation. By demonstrating both a superior design process and the capability to present and defend their CAVS system designs to experts in the field and me, these teams have shown that they are capable of solving the mobility challenges of the future today. And so when I read out the 3 winners that are going to be recognized, I want you to pay attention to the point spread. There were a total of 185 points available. First through third places are separated by only 3 points. Our third place winner is applauded, Our third place winner is applauded for their team leadership and mentoring of undergraduates, setting them up for success rather than doing everything themselves. Throughout the year, this team has been clear and concise in all of their deliverables, and they've maintained a good relationship with organizers, sponsors, and their industry mentors. And they have thorough knowledge of CAV's sensing and computing concepts. During their presentation, they provided just the right amount of detail. The winner of the third place award for the NSF Excellence in CAVs, receiving 167 out of 185 possible points, along with a trophy and a $1,000 check, is West Virginia University. Feel like those guys were just up here. All right, moving to our second place winner. Our second place winner approaches things with organization and logic. Throughout the year, they ran comprehensive and thorough simulations to justify their CAV design decisions and prove perception system performance in a number of different situations. They've stuck to engineering processes and reporting of test cases. Their work has set the stage for a successful result after all 4 years. The winner of the second place award for the NSF Excellence in CAVs, receiving 168 out of 185 possible points, along with a trophy and a $1,500 check, is The Ohio State University. All right, our final award, our first place winner, really took a deep dive into this project. They understand not only sensor system design, but also sensor fusion algorithms. They thoroughly investigated computing options until they found a compact system capable of processing a significant amount of data. On the outreach side, they were excellent in recruiting new CAV students, and they built a very capable team that will serve them well in all aspects of their complex sensing system design. The winner of the first place award for NSF Excellence in CAVs, receiving 170 out of a possible 185 points, along with a trophy and a $2,500 check, is Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University.
Here to present our next two awards, please welcome back to the stage Kristen Wall, AVTC Director, Argonne National Laboratory.
It is my pleasure to present the award for the 2019 National Science Foundation Outstanding Faculty Advisor Award. So NSF has been a sponsor of this award for more than 20 years because really their goals and objectives align with those of EcoCAR, to transform the frontiers of science and engineering through research and education. As an organizer of these competitions for more than 22 years, I have witnessed the dedication and the commitment of the faculty and the countless hours that they spend mentoring and guiding their students. In fact, this program would not be what it is today without their tireless efforts. I would like to take this opportunity to recognize all of the EcoCAR faculty advisors and ask each of them to stand and be recognized. It is now my pleasure to announce the winner of the 2019 National Science Foundation Outstanding Faculty Advisor Award. This year's recipient has been instrumental in establishing 3 new courses in the Mechanical Engineering Department that follow the EcoCAR curriculum, including a vehicle modeling and simulation course, Introduction to Vehicle Systems, and a 3rd course on machine learning to align with the new focus of the EcoCAR Mobility Challenge. Additionally, he works closely with a student team leader serving as an official advisor for 6 graduate students and a number of undergraduate researchers, which recently created 3 technical papers. His students also commented about his commitment to the team. Not only does he attend all EcoCAR workshops and competitions, but also all weekly EcoCAR team meetings and regularly provides guidance and feedback to help students adopt good engineering techniques and practices. His exemplary work ethic is readily apparent, and he uses his knowledge to educate and inspire students through his own example. Most notably, students commented that his caring and encouraging demeanor made a personal impact on them. Whether it was going out of his way to encourage a first-generation college student to pursue an advanced degree, or taking the time to understand a student's interests to give them thoughtful career guidance, the students recognized how much he genuinely cares about them. His dean commented, his willingness to take on an advisory role in such a substantial student project as EcoCAR before tenure was quite a risk. However, he had the foresight to see the importance of getting our university into the program, and our department, college, and the university at large is really glad that he did. Not only was he instrumental in our team being selected for both EcoCAR 3 and the EcoCAR Mobility Challenge, but his support for the students involved has been tireless. Please help me welcome this year's winner of the National Science Foundation Outstanding Faculty Advisor Award, who not only received tenure this year, but will now take home this beautiful trophy and will receive $10,000 for his team. Congratulations to Dr. Hwan Sik Yoon from the University of Alabama. That's also going to make a really good candy dish. Okay, so now it's my pleasure to announce a special award. It's a tribute, if you will. So in 1989, more than 30 years almost to the day, DOE and Argonne founded the Advanced Vehicle Technology Competition Program. The competition was the Methanol Marathon, which challenged 15 universities to convert a 1988 Chevy Corsica to run on M85. The teams were given 5 months to complete the challenge. 5 months to 4 years, we've come a long way. One of the key sponsors was the Energy Mines and Resources Canada, which later became Natural Resources Canada, and Tom Smith was one of the lead organizers from NRCan. Tom, if you're backstage, would you like to join me? Or on, back out there somewhere? Anybody? So Tom was a tireless advocate of the AVTC program when he worked at NRCan. He played an instrumental role in hosting the Ethanol Vehicle Challenge in Ottawa and the road rally through Canada that ended in Windsor in 1999. We were just talking about that yesterday and all those good times. Oh, 2000? Okay, 2000. To the current students, you may recognize Tom and his sidekick, John Ferment, who were always side by side. They don't go far from each other. Who were always side by side, ready to offer a helping hand and a friendly smile. For more than 30 years, Tom has been an organizer of these competitions. And I believe, how many of you missed Tom? One. In 30 years. In fact, even though both he and John retired many years ago, the two of them still volunteer their own time to come back year after year to help at the competitions, providing just about anything to anybody if you just ask, at a moment's notice. So Tom's contributions are too numerous to list, but suffice to say that he has always believed in the educational value of this program and its unique ability to transform people's lives and their careers. Tom is a true hero of the AVTC program. Tom, there really actually are no words to thank you for all the years of service that you've given to this program. From all of the ECO family and to the 25,000 students that you have impacted over the last 30 years.
Wow, I'm not buying.
We offer you our humble gratitude and appreciation for everything.
Thank you very much, my dear. Thank you.
So before you leave, I'm just going to read the inscription before I hand it to you. So, in recognition of your exceptional 30 years of service and unwavering commitment to the DOE Advanced Vehicle Technology Competition Program, 1989 to 2019, Tom Smith.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, the two of us.
Here to present the Excellence in Leadership Awards, please welcome John Harriff and Bill Venner, EcoCAR Co-Executive Leads, General Motors.
Thank you. The Excellence in Leadership Award recognizes leadership skills that are critical for engineers, project managers, and communicators to be successful within the EcoCAR project and throughout their careers. From watching the GM team over the years co-lead these AVTC programs, the importance of these leadership skills cannot be overstated. These skills can be the major differentiator between the success or failure of a team to achieve their individual goals. Before we announce the winners of this award, we'd like to recognize all the students who served in a leadership capacity on their teams, from project manager to engineering manager to communications manager to sub-team leads. A big round of applause for these incredibly dedicated men and women.
The Excellence in Leadership Award will be presented to the student who best exemplifies model leadership capabilities on their EcoCAR team. This includes characteristics such as motivating team members to do their best, taking time to teach and mentor fellow students, and creating a supportive team culture. Effective leaders are able to exercise power appropriately, think critically and creatively, articulate a positive sense of direction, and invoke optimism in their peers. Although these skills are rarely taught in collegiate environments, they are arguably just as valuable as the technical knowledge and expertise they gain throughout EcoCAR. The judges were truly impressed with all the candidates nominated this year, especially the testimonials from their fellow peers and their faculty advisors. The runner-up for the Excellence in Leadership Award is a leader who had a unique ability to find the perfect balance between being a leader and a friend. The leader played a key role in supporting interim faculty advisors as they learned about EcoCAR and taught their teammates the intricacies of the competition while maintaining a fun environment for the team to operate in. On a team with a high turnover rate each year, this leader focuses heavily on recruiting and training their successors so the team would be in good hands when they depart. This leader demonstrated sound technical knowledge and is always willing to give the team a helping hand, regardless of the time commitment. While reviewing the nominations, one organizer even went as far to say, "This is the guy that I want to work for one day." It is my great pleasure to present the Excellence in Leadership Runner-Up Award, along with a trophy and $750 to Gabe D. Domenico from Colorado State University.
The winner of the Excellence in Leadership Award is a leader who motivated a group of college students on the verge of graduation to go above and beyond for the team. This leader did this by fostering a collaborative team culture, efficiently delegating tasks to individual students, facilitating communication between sub-teams, empowering students to solve their own problems, and giving students the freedom to make their own creative decisions. Additionally, this leader never shied away from giving students honest feedback about their work, both bad and good. When the lead Cavs faculty advisor from the team suddenly resigned from the university this spring, this leader seamlessly stepped in to lead the Cavs side of the team. As one team member put it, this leader understands that leadership is more than just a position, but how you treat those you lead and help them grow. It is my great pleasure to present the Excellence in Leadership Award, along with a trophy and a check for $1,000 to Priyash Mishra from West Virginia University.
Here to present the next two awards, please welcome to the stage Connie Bizanson, Education and Outreach Manager, the U.S. Department of Energy.
Good evening. It's my pleasure tonight to present two special awards to the competition program. The Spirit of the Challenge Award, named in honor of Ron Stentz, a longtime competition sponsor and organizer, is given to the team that exhibits exceptional perseverance in the face of adversity, maintaining a positive attitude throughout the competition despite significant challenges and obstacles, all while pursuing exceptionally high technical standards for their team that best represent the spirit of the EcoCAR competition. Nominated by their fellow teams, The team provided an excellent example of maintaining a positive attitude, a positive team culture throughout a challenging transition year that included a high turnover at the end of EcoCAR 3 and significant changes to their faculty and student leadership structure. Throughout year one, they received suggestions for improvements from sponsors and organizers with an open and positive outlook. Not only that, but they worked diligently to implement those changes and establish excellent relationships with the sponsors, organizers, and other teams that will set them on the path for future success. This team really exemplifies the spirit of the challenge and what the challenge is all about. Going into a challenging and tumultuous year with an excellent attitude and putting in the hard work needed to adapt their team to a very different competition, such as EcoCAR, the Mobility Challenge. The winner of the Ron Stentz Spirit of the Challenge Award will receive a trophy and a check for $1,000. Let's give them a spirited round of applause from Mississippi State University. Next, we have the Sportsmanship Award. It's presented to a team that offers generous assistance and support to other teams and organizers, despite their own circumstances. The award is presented in honor of Dr. Donald Street, who served as a dedicated faculty advisor to the Pennsylvania State University Future Truck team and embodied the true meaning of sportsmanship. Dr. Street's memory and his example are carried on by the students who have and will continue to participate in the Advanced Vehicle Technology Competitions program. The team receiving this award truly embodied the meaning of sportsmanship, offering extensive support during the collaborative development process of a custom battery pack option for EcoCAR teams. This team quickly stepped up to the plate when offered the opportunity to co-lead this effort, even when there was no guarantee that the fruit of their labor would bear fruit. Without the hard work, their team has dedicated several teams, without their hard work, their team has dedicated several teams may not have been able to utilize the custom battery pack in their architectures. Receiving a trophy and a check for $1,000, it is my honor to welcome to the stage the winner of the Donald Street Sportsmanship Award, the University of Waterloo.
Now to present the Team to Watch Award. Please welcome Kimberly DeClark, Communications and Logistics Manager, Argonne National Laboratory.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here to present the Team to Watch Award. This award, selected by competition organizers, is given to a team that has demonstrated promising potential to compete with the best EcoCAR schools and perform highly in the upcoming competition year, year 2. The winner of this year's award, through dedication and exceptional effort, has made great strides towards success in this competition year. This team was a leader in creativity. Not only did they develop a custom battery pack that 4 EcoCAR teams are using, but they also selected a unique architecture with the most powerful electric drivetrain in the competition. They have a long history of success and innovation in AVTCs, dating back to the 1996 Propane Vehicle Challenge, and was able to improve their position this year by 2 places in this competition, year 1. receiving a trophy and a check for $500, the winner of the Team to Watch Award, and you'd better watch out, the University of Waterloo.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll announce our top 4 overall awards. To present the 4th place overall award, please welcome Mr. John Kottner, Engineering Manager, Automotive Cybersecurity and Embedded Control at NXP.
So thank you. The award for 4th place overall goes to a team that obviously did a whole lot of good things. They performed well in both pre-competition and competition deliverables by going above and beyond in their research and analysis. They executed surveys and collected data to determine an innovative target market, which they used to define all aspects of their vehicle design. This team placed in the top 3 positions in 11 pre-competition deliverables. They placed 3rd place in the target market and VTS selection report, as well as the final technical report. And they received 1st place in architectural selection report and 2nd place in target market presentation. This team earned a total of 789 points out of a possible 1,000. It is my honor to present the 4th place overall award, along with a trophy and a check for $7,000 to Georgia Tech.
Here to present the award for 3rd place overall, please welcome Lauren Tabelinski, Academic Programs Manager at MathWorks.
Hi, everybody. The award for 3rd place overall goes to a team that improved 5 places over the course of the last 3 days. With strong showings in each of their presentations, the team finished 1st in the overall project management swim lane, as well as winning the propulsion system integration presentation, and placing 2nd in the project initiation approval presentation. As noted by multiple judges, this team did extensive research on their target market and used that to drive decisions in every swim lane, keeping the customer in mind at all times. Earning a total of 796 points out of 1,000, this team will take home the 3rd place overall award, along with a trophy and $8,000. The winner is the University of Alabama.
Please welcome back to the stage Chris Marr from General Motors and Christy Cooper, U.S. Department of Energy, to present our top 2 awards for the evening, 1st and 2nd place overall.
The team that will be getting the 2nd place overall award performed consistently well throughout the year. The team ranked in the top 3 for 9 of the pre-competition deliverables, most notably a first-place tie for the architecture selection report. Their excellence continued throughout the past few days of competition when they brought home second place in the Propulsion systems integration presentation, and various judges noted that this team's confidence in their presentations and a strong understanding of engineering fundamentals. The team earned a total of 808 points out of 1,000, and it's my honor and pleasure to present the second place overall award along with a trophy and a $9,000 check to Virginia Tech.
It's not that hard.
Well, here we are. I know that you all are waiting for the big announcement, but I'm going to take just a minute to go off. I won't say off script because I've got one. But on behalf of the U.S. Department of Energy, I'd like to thank all the sponsors and partners. We wouldn't be here without you, so please. I'd also like to share my personal thanks to Connie Bazanson from the Department of Energy and Kristen and the entire Argonne team. Your tireless efforts have made this competition and all of the events this week memorable for everyone. Would you guys please stand so we can applaud you? Their passion for this competition is it's unparalleled and it's inspiring to everyone around you, so thank you so much. Okay, the award for first place overall goes to a team that demonstrated all-around excellence in year one. This team started the year with a comprehensive architecture selection process that investigated hundreds of possible architectures in various modeling environments. The team's detailed architecture selection analysis allowed it to perform very well in all pre-competition deliverables, including first place in both the controls, modeling, and simulation presentation and the target market presentation. This team earned a total of 887 points out of 1,000. It is my pleasure and my honor to present the first place overall award for the year one competition, along with a trophy and a check for $10,000 to the Ohio State University.
Ladies and gentlemen, for our closing remarks, please help me welcome back to the stage Kristen Wall.
We made it. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's award ceremony. What a wonderful conclusion to a fantastic competition in Atlanta. This year's competition would not have been possible without the sponsors. I know Christy said that, but we really appreciate those of you who were able to stay for the award ceremony. I think it was a fantastic sponsor social, and we really appreciate all of your efforts. And to all of the EcoCAR teams, whether you're taking home a trophy or not tonight, you all deserve tremendous recognition for your hard work throughout the year. Let's just give all of these teams a big round of applause. Just a couple quick reminders before we end tonight. Please make sure to see Jesse Alley after the award ceremony for your master score sheet. And please stop at the trophy table in the foyer to pick up your participation trophy and the boxes for all of the awards that you're taking home this evening. So finally, thanks to everyone for joining us tonight, and to those of you back home on our live stream. Can't wait to see you next year. Good night.